If you are looking to build a new gaming PC and you want to play at 1440p resolution on the highest settings and you want to achieve the best frame rates for both esports games and high demanding ones, then you are in the right place. Today I will show you the best 1440p gaming PC that you can build right now for 1440p, and also it can run 4K, so if down the line you want to upgrade, this PC will be amazing as well. On top of that, I will show you the level of gaming performance and some PC alternatives in case you have more money to spend, or on the other hand you want a cheaper option yet you still want to achieve great gaming performance. Now you will find the links to every PC mentioned down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. First, let's talk about one of the most important components when it comes to gaming performance, and that's going to be the CPU. This is the brain of the computer, so it's quite important, and here I went with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is one of the fastest CPUs in the entire market for gaming, and as of right now in terms of pricing, it's going for around $320, which is the cheapest price I've ever seen for the 7800X3D. Now in terms of gaming performance, since it's a very fast processor, if you want to play esports shooters for example, you can play at 500 plus FPS on average, competitive settings at 1440p, so feel free to go with a 480Hz 1440p monitor if you want to seriously compete in these type of games. And I'm talking about games like Fortnite, Valorant and CS2. Then another very important component, especially when it comes to gaming, is going to be the graphics card or GPU, however you want to call it. And that's why here I picked the fastest graphics card from AMD in the RX 9070 XT. This GPU is designed for 1440p ultra settings, and if you want to play the latest, most high demanding games out there at 1440p, you will still achieve high frame rates. And on average, in high demanding games on high to ultra settings, you can expect around 100 to 120 plus FPS. That's very strong performance considering that we are talking about the most high demanding games out there on the highest settings. And then if you have more money to spend here, you could go with the RTX 5070 Ti, which is very similar in terms of gaming performance compared to AMD, but it is going to be a little bit more expensive because you get the Nvidia feature set. Now the 5070 Ti is going to be slightly better overall because you get a better level of ray tracing performance, you get DLSS, which is the better upscaling technology, it is supported by more games, so if you want to play with DLSS enabled, going with the 5070 Ti is going to be the better option, or if you want to play with ray tracing on. When it comes to pure gaming performance, it is going to be very similar, and you can expect from 100 to 120 plus FPS on average, high demanding games, high to ultra settings at 1440p, and if down the line you want to upgrade to 4K with both graphics cards, you will be able to achieve well over 80 plus FPS without any form of upscaling technology. So if you turn on DLSS or FSR, you can expect 90 to 100 plus FPS on average at 4K, high to ultra settings in high demanding games. So these graphics cards are actually amazing for just any resolution, but of course they are not the cheapest ones, going from $650 to $750 if you want to go Nvidia. Don't worry, because if you want a cheaper alternative, I will talk about that in just a second. Now for the rest of the components, of course you get an aftermarket CPU cooler with RGB. It looks amazing and it's going to cool down the Ryzen 7 processor, and then you get plenty of airflow from the Fantex G70A case, which is an amazing case with a front mesh panel for that sweet airflow and 3 pre-installed RGB fans, which in my opinion look amazing, and the price is very nice at the moment for under $50 because it's going on a discount. And then you get a premium quality motherboard with Wi-Fi included, plus 32GB of DDR5 memory in case you want to do more than just gaming. Let's say you want to do streaming or content creation or just any kind of productivity work, having 32GB of RAM instead of 16 is going to be a huge plus. And last but not least, you get a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, which by the way, if you need more storage down the line, you can always upgrade to 2 or 3 terabytes, so that's not going to be an issue in case you want more storage. But 1 terabyte is enough storage for most people. Now the total price for this system with the AMD graphics card is going to be just under $1,500 USD, which is actually a very decent price considering that you are getting the fastest performance at 1440p without breaking the bank. And then if you have more money to spend, for under $1,600, you can upgrade to the RTX 5070 Ti graphics card. Now, here I will give you two more PC alternatives. If you have less money to spend, you can go with the RX 9070 graphics card or the RTX 5070. This is going to save you around $100 to $150, and you can still achieve amazing gaming performance at 1440p ultra settings. In fact, these two graphics cards are great when it comes to 1440p in high demanding games on high to ultra. So if you have less money to spend, I would downgrade to one of those two GPUs, which you will find down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. On the other hand, if you have more money to spend, you can get the RTX 5080 and achieve even faster performance. Now the 5080 goes for around $1,000 just for the graphics card, so the total price for the system will be around $250 to $350 more, and you will be achieving slightly faster performance. However, it is not going to be a good upgrade when it comes to price to performance. So if you just want the highest FPS at 1440p, but you still want to get decent price to performance, I wouldn't recommend you making this upgrade. But if you have around $2,000 to spend for a new build and you have a 1440p monitor, you might as well go with the 5080 and get slightly faster performance. With the 5080, you can expect around 140 plus FPS on average at 1440p on high to ultra settings in high demanding games. And of course, you could go with the RTX 5090, but that is not recommended for 1440p. I would only recommend you going with the RTX 5090 if you want to go with a 4K monitor. And as you probably know, the 5090 is way too expensive, and if you want to go with that graphics card, you would also have to upgrade some of these components. That way you get the best quality 5090 system. Now, if you want a Prebuilt PC instead, because you don't want to build a PC yourself, and I completely understand that, then I do recommend you checking my video on the best Prebuilt gaming PCs of the month for every budget and every resolution, where you will find systems for 1440p ultra settings for a very decent price. That video will be in the top right corner of the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.